Hey guys. So I decided to pop on and um I guess I want to talk about my parents right quick. And I look so greasy when I put this button on. I'm actually always really dry, so I don't know what this is. So just look away and listen. Anyway, so I'm just gonna pop on and talk about my parents for a bit because I feel that I have a different type of relationship with my parents than most people do, and I've always had it. And I don't know if it's because I'm the baby of the family, and and I almost feel like an only child sometimes because there's such an age gap between my siblings and myself. So it goes 9, 10, and 13 years of the differences between me and my brother and sisters. So I was home, like my siblings had long moved out and I was still young living at home. So a lot of times I feel like I was an only child in a certain aspect because I kind of get the perks of being an only child because my siblings were all grown up. So I get all the attention. I get kind of extra stuff because they didn't have to, they didn't have other kids in the house at the same time, I guess, as me. So I don't know if that's why or what it is, but even growing up, like, I was always very attached to my parents. I could not go away for the night and like spend the night. I'd go for a few hours once it was bedtime. I had to go home. I always made an excuse as to why I had to go home, and mom and dad would always come pick me up. So, and then as I got older, when I became a teenager and kind of into the partying phase, I still would prefer, like, I still went out with my friends and partied and had fun, but a lot of nights I would choose to stay home and watch Third Watch or Dr. Quinn or whatever was on with my parents, or to go away with my parents if they went to my aunt and uncle's for the weekend or something like that. I would still prefer to go with them than to go out and hang out with my friends. So, and that's kind of, and I can remember when I was younger, I must have been in my teens when this dawned on me, or I had this feeling where I was so attached to my parents that I thought, like, it's not normal. Like, nobody else feels this way about their parents. Like, I didn't want to ever leave. Like, when everybody else was going away to college and moving away, like, that was a horrifying thought to me, to not be with my parents. And I was like, that's not normal. Like, I wish that I wasn't so attached, or what's the word I'm looking for, like, reliant or whatever. But I wasn't even so much reliant. It's just that I wanted to be with them, with their company. It's not that I need them to take care of me or anything like that. I just want them around. And I thought, like, this isn't good. If something were to happen to my parents, like, I wouldn't get over that. Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, then kind of flash forward to when I met my husband. I had moved to Halifax, and actually the night before I moved, I'd met Paul, and that's when we kind of started dating and whatever. 6 months later, I moved in with Paul. So, but we were still in my hometown with my parents, so I was still with my parents every day and still very close with them. And then when we moved here, it was a little different because it's the furthest for this amount of time that I've been away from my parents. So, but I'm still extremely attached to my parents, where now I realize, like, that's just my privilege. Like, I'm very happy that I'm attached to my parents and that we have the relationship that we have, because not many people have this relationship with their parents. Like, my parents are literally my best friends. If anything is going wrong with me, like, if I'm upset about anything, if I'm excited about anything, like if anything happens, they're the people that I want to call and talk to about it, and they're the ones that can calm me down. Oh, sorry. That can get me calmed down. And also, they're the people that I know, and I guess that I feel, they're the people that love me unconditionally and fully. Like, I know my parents love me to death, and nothing would ever change that. And the thought that someday they won't be here is absolutely horrifying to me. And I said to my sister-in-law one of the last times I was down around with them, and I had said, you know, like, whenever that day comes, God help you guys, because you're gonna have to deal with me, and it's not gonna be good, because they're my people, and if I lose my people, I don't know what I'm gonna have. Like, I have my husband, I have my best friend, I have Alexis, but it's not the same as having that solid connection that I have with my parents. Just nothing will ever replace that, and it just devastates me, and I try not to think about it because then I get myself all worked up. But I am very blessed, and I know that because I know a lot of people don't have this relationship, or didn't have a chance to have this relationship because maybe their parents had passed on when they were younger, or passed on even when they were older. They're just not around to be able to enjoy their parents. So I feel very blessed and loved, and am always excited when I know I'm going to see them. And I always have a blast. Like, me and my father crack each other up, and so does my mother, and we just always have a great times when we're together. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to them coming up. And where was I going with that? I don't know. But now I guess what I'm saying is, now that I'm older, I'm just trying to appreciate, not appreciate, that's the wrong word, I guess. I'm just trying, like, I really enjoy that bond. I really appreciate that, because I know not a lot of people have it. So, and I also hope that that is the relationship that Alexis and I will have as she grows older as well, because I know Paul will always say, oh, the teenage years, she's gonna hate us and blah blah blah, because with his family, not that they hated their parents, but his sister and his mother kind of fought a lot and had that typical teenage parent relationship. And I said, I never had that. I didn't go through that. Like, I wanted to be with my parents all the time. So I said, hopefully that's what she'll be like. And she's an only child, so I find that they have a closer bond with their parents anyway, from what I've seen and the people I've talked to and whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on here and kind of talk about that relationship, because I think that it's uncommon, and it's a very strong bond, and I just wanted to share that and go on this ramble for 10 minutes about how much I love my parents, and I'm excited because they're on their way down. So yes, and we couldn't go to the pool today because it's overcast and rainy, so I might as well get on here and talk to y'all. But anyway, I'll stop rambling now. That's the end of my story. And yeah, that's it. I'll give you a shot of the dogs here. She's sleepy. She's sleepy. And that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.